Black Clover has never been about subtlety. It's loud, it's fast, it's emotional to the point of exhaustion. And somehow, it works. Because beneath the screaming, explosions, and magic overload, Black Clover succeeds where many shonen fail. Its characters actually grow, and that growth costs them something. So this isn't a list of the strongest characters. This is a ranking of the most important, most impactful, and most unforgettable characters Black Clover has ever given us. Starting from number 7. 7. Luck Voltia. Chaos with a heartbeat. Luck starts as a joke you're not sure you should be laughing at. He smiles too much, he fights too eagerly, he treats combat like playtime. But the more you learn about Luck, the more unsettling he becomes. His obsession with battle isn't confidence, it's conditioning. He grew up learning that violence was the only way to connect, the only way to be noticed. That makes him dangerous, but also deeply lonely. What elevates Luck is that Black Clover doesn't fix him, it redirects him. Through the Black Bulls, Luck learns that strength doesn't have to mean isolation, and that makes every fight he's in feel unpredictable in the best way. 6. Yami Tsukihiro, the anti-shonen mentor. Yami should not work as well as he does. He's crude, he's lazy, he gives advice like push past your limits or die. And yet, he's one of the greatest captains in modern shonen. Why? Because Yami doesn't lead with control, he leads with belief. He sees potential where others see failure. He recruits outcasts and doesn't try to polish them into something respectable. He lets them grow violently, imperfectly, and honestly. Yami isn't just strong, he's the reason the Black Bulls exist as more than comic relief. 5. Noelle Silva, the series' best character arc. Noelle's journey is Black Clover at its best. She starts broken, ashamed, unable to control her own power, and instead of handing her an instant glow-up, the series makes her earn every inch of progress. Her growth is slow, painful, and deeply personal. Her magic improves as her self-worth improves. That's not accidental. Noelle doesn't just fight enemies, she fights her upbringing, her family's cruelty, and the idea that nobility defines value. By the time she stands toe-to-toe with top-tier threats, she's not proving she's strong, she's proving she always was. 4. Marielena Vermilion, pure, unfiltered power. Marielena is what happens when fear stops existing. She doesn't posture, she doesn't hesitate, she doesn't explain, she moves. In a world obsessed with hierarchy and bloodlines, Marielena respects only strength and resolution. That philosophy makes her terrifying, not just to enemies, but to allies who aren't ready to confront their own limits. Her battles don't feel tactical, they feel primal. And every time she appears, the series reminds you that raw willpower can be just as dangerous as destiny. 3. Licht, tragedy given a sword. Licht isn't a villain. He's what happens when justice arrives too late. His pain is quiet, his rage is justified, and his choices sit in the gray space Black Clover rarely explores this deeply. What makes Licht unforgettable isn't his strength, it's his restraint. Even while consumed by loss, he struggles against becoming the monster history wants him to be. His redemption doesn't erase the damage, it acknowledges it. And that honesty makes Licht one of the most emotionally complex characters in the series. 2. Asta, the loudest underdog with the heaviest burden. Asta is exhausting, and that's the point. In a world defined by magic, Asta has none, and instead of resenting that, he weaponizes effort itself. His anti-magic isn't just a power system gimmick, it's a rejection of how the world decides worth. But what elevates Asta isn't his victories, it's his refusal to become bitter. Every time he wins, someone else loses permanently, and Asta carries that weight without losing his humanity, which makes him far more dangerous than a typical shonen protagonist. He doesn't just break limits, he breaks systems. 1. Julius Novacrano, the ideal that can't survive. Julius is the wizard king Black Clover wants and the one it can't afford to keep. His time magic makes him godlike, but his curiosity makes him human. He genuinely wants a world where talent matters more than lineage, and that belief is radical in Clover Kingdom terms. His greatest moment isn't winning a fight, it's sacrificing himself to protect a future that might never fully exist. Even diminished, even weakened, Julius remains the series' moral compass, a reminder that leadership isn't about power, it's about what you're willing to lose. Final thought. Black Clover's magic is flashy, its fights are insane, but its characters are what endure, because strength in this world doesn't come from grimoires alone. It comes from pain, persistence, and the decision to keep moving forward, even when the system says you shouldn't. And that's why these 7 characters don't just define Black Clover, they are Black Clover.